Okay, so here we are. We're going to do minnow trap fishing 101. Before we go out there and put the trap in the water, though, we got to make up a little dough ball, a little bait ball for the minnows. They'll come into the trap a lot better. So what I do is I use a little bowl, get a scoop of flour here, maybe a tablespoon or two, just enough to make one about the size of not even a tennis ball, half that size. And then to track the minnows in, I found that if you use some garlic salt, it does a great job to pull them in. So just a little bit in there, however much that was, maybe half a teaspoon or something. And you don't even have to worry about mixing it up too much. And then you just add some water till it gets clumpy, because you just want to make a ball. You don't want it too gooey, because you're going to have to take this out and put it in your trap, and if you make it too gooey, it sticks to your fingers. So you just keep mixing it around here, and if it's a little bit too dry, you add a little bit more water, or if you put in too much water the first time, just add a little bit more flour to it. That's almost the right consistency right there. You see how it's nice and pasty, plus it's a little bit doughy. And I'll be able to take that out here in just a second and form that into a nice little ball. And I'll put that inside the trap, and we'll throw the trap out in the water, and we'll be all set to go. All right, let's take this outside, and we'll go put it inside the trap. Okay, so here we are. We made up our dough ball inside the house, and we're going to stick that as a bait for the minnows. We're going to stick it inside our trap. Now, a couple things. You see that it's still early spring here. The ice just went out 2 days ago. There's still snow on the ground, so the water's really cold, probably not much more than about 38 degrees. What we've got here is a minnow trap, and this one here was a Frabill minnow trap. They're pretty much all the same. When you buy it, it's going to come in two pieces. You hook the bottoms together, and I took a string and I tie them together so they can never fall apart again. And also there's a metal clip that hooks the top side together, and I tie that to the string as well so you never lose it, because if you ever lose it, well, then you're pretty useless here. Okay, so you take your trap here, and as you can see, it's a round trap. It clamps together, the minnows swim in the ends, and they can't get back out. But what I do is I stick the dough ball inside here, just press it down a little bit so it doesn't fall, and you hook it closed, and it goes together pretty easy here. Just make sure it's locked in like that. And I've got about a 25 or 30 foot long string here, and I'm going to take it and throw it out into the water. So here we come over here, throw it into the water. I throw it out as far as I can because I want to be in about 3 to 4 foot of water. So I'm going to throw it out right there. And then I take a stick, put it around the string, that way I don't lose it, keep it in there. And in this particular pond, there's a really good population of small minnows. Within about 3 or 4 hours, I'll have enough minnows to go fishing for a couple days. I find it works really well if you do this in the evening, you throw it out, and then the next morning when you're ready to go fishing, you just pull them in and you'll be filled with fish. Now last night I came out here and I did the same thing. I loaded up a second trap that I have, I put it out there, and I'm going to pull it in now to show you how many we get. And you'll be amazed how many minnows you can get in a trap if you've got a good pond. If you can zoom in on this, and you'll see that this minnow trap will practically be filled with minnows. Unless somebody played a nasty joke on me and emptied them all out last night. Can you see all the minnows in the trap? Can you see them in there? There's literally hundreds of minnows inside that trap. That's about 300 minnows in that trap right now. And they'll come in all sizes. Right now they're actually pretty large because it's spring of the year. But in another month or two, you'll notice that you'll start getting young of the year starting to, to produce. And you'll have, all kinds of minnows in there. So that's pretty much it. All you got to do is take your minnow trap, open it up, and you pour them out. And in this case, I'm going to throw them back in here. I'm going fishing in about 10 minutes. I'll come back and get some more. But you can see those are perfect size minnows for fishing. Whether it's, I'm using them for crappie, and those size are actually really good for crappie. Even though some people think they're too big, I like the bigger ones. They catch the bigger fish. All right, that's it. Go catch your own minnows. Have fun. Take care.